Hey there, so today I want to return to something that I discussed in a live stream. However, I feel that this is important to talk about because it seems like a guidebook, not only to the situation happening with Vic Mignogna, but also with so many other folks. It is pretty much a guidepost to how to destroy a person. And well, when you go and you look at certain things happening in the anime community, you tell me, is this the guidebook to hashtag KickVic? Now, looking at this is called How to Destroy a Man Now. This is the listing for it on Amazon. And if you go in, if you look at certain portions, it tells you what it's going to be about. It tells you that it's going to be malicious, that it's going to tell you how to leverage accusations, how to leverage media and authority to, quote, dethrone a man from power. The thing about this is, there were people out there that said, well, maybe this actually, it has a context. It has one where people are talking about guilt. They're not just talking about going out and destroying one's life. Well, if you're one of the people out there that are naive enough to think that there aren't individuals that would profit off of trying to destroy someone for absolutely no reason, well, check this out, because it's a guidebook, and you and I, we need to go through some of it now. So this book, it starts out in chapter 1 with the fundamentals, and you'll see the DAMN. Remember, that is destroy a man now. So if I'm actually looking at something, I read a sentence and that comes up, I want to cover it as it is. I don't want to shorthand it because I want to show you what we're talking about. So here, within the fundamentals, they talk about leveraging certain things. First of all, they tell you about allegations. They turn them into allies. You know those words that you might know these days? Yeah. Their first ally is Allison allegation. They tell you what an allegation is, and they tell you that allegations, they're claims, usually without proof that someone has done something wrong or illegal. They go on to tell you that no evidence is actually required here because, when you go out, when you think about that landing, it doesn't need any of that. It doesn't need to be encumbered by a need for facts. These are things that, well, this day and age, why would you need all of that? Then they talk about spreading this. They talk about their second ally, Merry Media. Now, Merry Media, they tell you, is any means of communication. But if you think about what we've seen lately, social media, it is the perfect brand. In fact, as they tell you in this, allegations out there, they're great. But if you have someone to spread them for you, that's even better. And well, if you want to go out and you want to get the news on your side, it's the best way. The worst allegations that they are too, the more likely you'll have them spread. And well, when you're talking about spreading them, you don't actually have to have any substance that says that this is true because, they're just quote unquote reporting it. That's why they utilize certain terms out there. They utilize allegation or alleged instead of unsubstantiated claim or accusation without proof, because that doesn't say that the evidence is lacking when you say allegation or alleged. It says that, but does it really say that? When they talk about that too, they say something that really should stick with you. After manipulation via media, the allegation, becomes its own evidence. Thousands, even millions of people can become organized against one person. Now listen to this sentence that goes with this as well. Finally, the media then cite the increasing number of allegations and growing outrage that they create as being too numerous to be ignored or evidence of truth. You've seen that out there. In a court of law, a man is considered innocent until proven guilty. But in the court of media-managed public opinion, a man serially accused of a scandal is guilty until proven innocent. You've seen that out there. Because, as you've been told a million times, well, this isn't the court of law. This is the court of public opinion. This isn't something that you can go out and actually say that we deserve due process. The last thing that they tell you that you need out there is authority. Authority. And what's interesting, they're telling you in this, is that authority, it is a remnant of patriarchy. It's a remnant of something that needs chivalry. It needs Daddy Knight to come in and to help people out. And if people feel that something basically makes a victim small, someone can't protect themselves, they'll go out of their way to white knight in the nth degree. They don't utilize the word white knight, but just think about it. When you think about the worst allegations out there too, things that were thrown out about, say, a Vic, yeah, those are the things that pretty much say that folks, they can't take care of themselves. They have to have someone to stand up. Then this book, it goes through and it tells you all of these people that have been taken down without any type of proof. And, well, you'll notice words like suicide there, too, because some people, after they're blamed, it destroys them, and it destroys them completely. Then you get into the damn online method, or the destroy a man now online method. And they talk about the tools out there and how you can utilize tools to go and to levy accusations, destroy someone's reputation online. And they tell you how to craft these allegations. They tell you what headers should look like, what kind of websites that they should be put on, and how you can utilize them to go out and really turn a search engine into your friend while you're trying to destroy someone. As they're going through this too, they actually tell you what websites you want to use. They tell you, like so many of them, that are duplicitous in the fact that many of them will blackmail someone to get information pulled down. So if that person out there you're targeting actually wants their information to be removed from a place, yeah, good luck with that. Really good luck with it. They tell you about leveraging authority and on within this too, how you can utilize that, how you can utilize it for yourself in the online method so you can use that for yourself. And then they get into the work method. Now, the work method is particularly awful because this is talking about utilization of HR to destroy somebody. There is a kind of long little thing about someone here that I think we should read through. I want to give you a real idea of what they're telling you to do here. So Kathy Click was a new hire, a recent graduate with a master's degree in marketing. She was happy to finally leave the academic world and hit the ground running with her first job. Now, Kathy is socially outgoing and chatty, so, she goes out, she makes friends. She ends up, before long, developing a close-knit group of followers at work. Eric Introvert, however, he is a guy who keeps to himself. He is basically that stereotype about engineers. He was more comfortable working with data than with people. He worked long hours, had worked himself up the ladder, and, well, he had gotten in the way of Kathy. He was reserved, had few friends, did not participate in company activities. Likewise, he consistently declined Kathy's invitations to join in. Worse, when she expressed new ideas, he criticized her. He had the audacity. So true to her nature, Kathy started to communicate her dismay to her large circle of friends. She complained about him stifling her activity. She went out and basically set up a negative campaign against him. Moreover, she decided that this needed to be taken to human resources. She felt empowered by those friends. So she said that Eric there, he was aggressive. She did not feel safe during meetings. When HR asked why she felt uncomfortable, she added that perhaps he didn't listen to her ideas because he was sexually attracted, aka just a woman out there. She also recalled instances where he'd stared at her breasts rather than making eye contact. Further, when asked if there were any witnesses, remember that social clique she has that she's been complaining about? Yeah, those right there. So he's blindsided by this. He had no idea what they're talking about there. He also said he had not violated any company policies. No one else had ever complained about him, and HR had no tangible evidence to support allegations of sexual discrimination. Nevertheless, in order to maintain a safe working environment, promote diversity, and avoid further complications, HR mandated that Eric formally apologize and refrain from criticizing. They also threatened to terminate him him if he didn't comply and added documentation to his personnel file. Rumor traveled about him, and his disrespect for women. Fearing termination, he no longer voiced his opinions, and worse. Now, KICKVIC was applauded for this because she is brave. She is stunning. Now, can you imagine? This is pretty tame here when you're looking at some of the other things out there. But can you imagine Funimation in this instance? Can you see those people that provided no actual substantive proof, that actually provided nothing in the way of, well, this happened about a decade ago when a guy pulled my hair? Does that sound like something that you've seen before? They tell you what HR is. And really one of the things that I've tried to drive home out there is that HR is not there to protect the person that is out there fending off this kind of stuff. HR is actually there because they're trying to protect the interests of companies. So that's what they're telling you here. They're telling you that the more coworkers that can vouch, the more effective it is. And smear campaigns, they do a wonderful job. So what's required for an effective smear campaign? Well, then it goes through and it tells you. It tells you exactly what you need. You need to know first, it's wise to befriend people who are informally influential. So you have people out there that are opinion leaders. Secondly, you need formal influencers, people that actually do have power. Third, it's useful to have many people in your work network. So sheer volume of people will actually work for you. With your network of friends established, you can begin your smear campaign, and it tells you, how to do that, what kind of wording that you need to use, and how to leverage the authority of something. Because, as it says, when it comes to the destroy a man now at work method, the relationship between authorities offers the greatest leverage, mainly the relationship between authorities internal to the company, such as HR, and authorities external to the company, such as the U.S. legal system. As alluded to earlier, companies are fearful of financial losses imposed by external authorities, and it is a responsibility of a company functions like HR and the legal department to protect against those losses by ensuring that regulations are followed and by defending against claims to the contrary. So you can see exactly how that sets up. And it goes in way more than this. You have so much of that. It goes through and it talks about. And I want to ask you here. I want to ask you if in today's society, if we have places for books like this, and in our conversations about said books, if we find ourselves nodding our heads and saying, yeah, people would actually do that, it's horrific. Sure, but people actually would. Then what are the chances that it does? What are the chances that someone went out and decided to leverage some type of authority that they had, knowing that, companies, they want to sidestep this. They want to be seen. They want to be seen doing. What is the chance that in our listen and believe society that this actually was made manifest? See, that's the thing that scares me. I want to be able to listen because I know that there are victimizers out there, but without substantiation, I know that victimizers, they aren't simply the people that go out and sexually assault. No, they're people that would use a method like this. They're people that would go out and by nefarious means would capitalize on blaming someone for said sexual offenses so they could get ahead. But anyhow, you tell me what you think about this stuff. Also, if you like this kind of content, make sure that you back the channel. I normally joke about something right here, but this does not put me in a very joking mood. If you do want to sub, I definitely would appreciate that. Make sure that you hit that bell for daily content and check out the links in the description because this kind of stuff, yeah, you're the bad guy for talking about it. How dare you be the bad guy here? Leave comments too. I want to see those. And as always, I want to end by saying I appreciate you. Many of these people, they have forgotten you. They have forgotten the face of the very people that make all endeavors possible. I'm not those people. So thank you. I appreciate you. And we'll do it again soon. Thanks.